Do you know how you would take care of your loved ones if something terrible were to happen to you? Well, by the end of this video, you'll have a little bit better understanding of what you would need to be sure that your family wouldn't have to make any more sacrifices if something terrible were to happen and you were to die early. My name is Jake Williams, and I'm a life insurance specialist with Step Up Wealth Management. For more information on setting up a comprehensive financial plan, be sure to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell. That way you're notified anytime I upload new videos. So what I'm talking about with protecting your loved ones is life insurance, or specifically term life insurance. And term life insurance, like any other insurance that you're used to, your car insurance, your home insurance, is built around the idea of the law of large numbers. And I've gone a little deeper into this law of large numbers in some of my other videos, and mathematicians, please don't get upset at me. I'm going to try and boil it down as simple as possible. And it's just that the more data you have, the more accurately you can predict what is likely to happen. So these life insurance companies gather a ton of data. They have information on thousands, millions of people going back hundreds of years, and they've got a pretty good idea of how long an average person lives. So, an American male aged 55, they can reasonably expect that a large percentage of them are going to live out to somewhere in their early to mid 80s. And they have statistics and data to back that up, and how many would die early, how many would die later than that. And basically they then begin to take bets on this. And what I mean by bets really is that's insurance premiums. So you or I would pay money to this insurance company, and it's like you're paying a bet. And you put money down and say, okay, if this event happens, I get paid out. Well, with life insurance, the event would be your death. Not something that you would really be excited to win that bet, but using that money, having that money coming back to you and your family could protect them from a lot of problems. And what that money coming back is what we call the death benefit. So in term life insurance, which is the simplest and most straightforward type of life insurance, the death benefit is the number you see across the top of the contract. It's what we call the face value. So you could say, okay, I have a $100,000 term life insurance policy. So say it's for 30 years. So you pay a certain amount of money every month, or twice a year, every quarterly or annually, however you set up to pay it. You pay that money in, and if within that 30 years you pass away, that death benefit, that $100,000, would come back to your beneficiaries, whoever you listed on the contract. So that money to them is tax advantaged. More often than not, actually most times, they won't have to pay taxes on that if they're taking it as a lump sum. You can get some other options in there as well, but most simple, straightforward is just a lump sum. They get a check for the face amount, and there you go. The other aspect of term insurance that you want to be aware of is the term. So like I was using the example earlier, a 30-year, $100,000 term life insurance policy. That lasts for 30 years. The name kind of gives it away. If by the end of the 30 years the contract is done, you haven't passed away inside of that term, it's done. You don't pay anymore and you have no more coverage. It's just like your car insurance. You pay the insurance for your car. When the car, you sell it or it gets totaled or whatever, when you don't have the car anymore, you stop paying the insurance and you don't have the coverage. It's that simple and that straightforward. So term insurance is the simplest, it is the cheapest, and it is very, very common. It's also usually the first life insurance that you're going to see that you're going to get. For a lot of people, it's the first one they buy because it is the cheapest and it is the simplest type of life insurance. Now, there are other types of life insurance, and I dive into those in some of my other videos, but I'm not going to talk about that now. So I'm going to turn it around for a minute And I'm going to ask you something. If you're looking at videos and researching life insurance, you're probably wanting to make sure that something or someone is taken care of. So leave me a comment below and let me know your why. What is your reason for looking into life insurance? If you liked my video, please be sure to check out the link below and see if you qualify to become my client.